Today, my team and I we are going to explain you the past simple versus past progressive, and my team is conformed by Jesus Eduardo Cacique, Shadani Libertad Flores, Dana Torres, and me, Dirson Cortez.
Well, first I'm going to explain you the use of the past simple. Well, the past simple tense is used to talk about activities or routines which started and ended in a specific time in the past. And therefore, well, when we have a main verb that is different from the verb to be, the form in positive is the subject plus the verb in past tense, depending on the verb, if it's regular or irregular. And remember that the regular verb is the one that end in ed, and the irregular ones change their form, plus the complement. Then in negative and question form, we need to add the auxiliary did. So the form from negative is the subject plus did not, plus the verb in base form, and plus the complement. And in question, did plus verb in base form, well, the subject, then verb in base form, and then the complement. But when we have the main verb be, we in positive, we have the subject plus was were, and remember that was is for he, she, it, and were for the other ones, plus the complement. Then in negative, the subject plus was were, plus not, plus the complement. And in question form, we have was were, plus the subject plus the complement, and the question mark.
Well, now I'm going to explain the past progressive. The past progressive is used to describe an action that began in the past, continues for a period of time, and ultimately ends in the past. The form of the past progressive starts with, for the affirmative is subject plus was or were plus verb and the ing plus complement. For the negative form is subject plus was were plus not plus verb with ing and the complement. For the question is was were plus subject plus verb with the ing and the complement.
Well, right now I'm gonna show you some examples. First are the affirmative in past simple. She was in the garden. She is a subject. Was is the verb in past, and in the garden is a complement. There is more examples in like negative. He wasn't at the school. Is the same as the other ones. Just we add the not to the sentence. And the last one is the questions. We start with the verb in past, then the subject and complement. Then there are the progressive examples. An affirmative one is yesterday evening we were watching the game, so we couldn't come. A negative example is I wasn't resting, I was working. A question example is why was John washing the dishes?
Well, the simple past normally interrupt an action which was in progress in the past. For example, they were playing cards when the telephone rang. That means that the subject was doing an action, another action began to occur. Another example, while I was studying, I suddenly felt sleepy.
Here are a little exercise for you, Diego, so you can take your time and solve.